She'll wear that mirror out.
Why don't we just call Eric and Val and go round and talk to them?
It's not their choice.
No, but they're the ones talking to Amy.
I can't see them letting us go anywhere near her. As far as she's concerned, all we are now is Cain's family.
Which we can only apologise for. But how can she think about giving that baby away to complete strangers when there's proper family here willing to take him on?
Is that what we're saying? I mean, like, adoption, the full job?
Well, isn't it? It's what you want. I know that.
Not down to me, though, is it? I mean, she's a decent lass, but she's got no idea.
Me?
We're talking about Amy, love.
Yeah, something you couldn't manage.
Zak.
Like I don't feel bad enough already.
Yeah, well, regardless of how any of us feel, that little baby is lying there in hospital with no one seeing to him bar feeding him and wiping his backside, and it's not on.
Why don't you go see him? You are his granddad. Can't stop you two seeing him, can they?
Hey, you never know.
Go and get it, Van. Maybe that hospital's where we should be starting.
Right, you take them to school. I'll sort a couple of hours off work. They owe me enough.
If Eric and Val don't like it, well...
Well, they don't have to know.
Either way, we're going. I like how Belle says. I'm his granddad.
Come on, Sarah, you need to hurry up. Grandad Zak's going to be here any minute.
I tell you what, you could be a huge film star after this.
What, 4 lines?
Gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, well, I'm just glad that we didn't ask her to sing.
She's being really tough, though, isn't she? Look at that.
Yeah, she takes after her mum.
You better be there as well.
Yeah, wait, if I can make it, you can. You ain't got to ask anyone.
Oi, since when was he the boss?
Look, I'll stop for Sarah's bit, but there's no way I'm sitting through 2 hours of snotty kids scratching the backsides and waving at the mums and dads.
Well, that kind of is what it's about.
Yeah, nice. You've got a downer on kids now, have you? Or just not a Vita fan? I bet you he don't go.
Bet you he does.
What's up? Can't stay away?
Oh, I've not come to see you. Does Debbie know about this baby yet?
Why don't you leave it with me?
I'll do it now myself if you haven't got the bottle.
I said I'll tell her.
Yeah, well, take some responsibility for once in your life. You've got an hour to do it. If I see her after that...
Don't start with the lectures, because you know what's going to happen if you do.
Yeah, well, as long as I can keep getting back up, you're going to keep on hearing it.
What, until I start doing what I'm told?
You know she doesn't want anything to do with that baby. As soon as she can get it adopted, that'll be it. Gone.
Well, I should have stuck with the abortion in the first place, save all the messing about. How's your mum?
Try keeping your eyes on the road, otherwise you might crash and die.
Tell her I was asking after her.
You're up early.
I've so agreed I wouldn't want to miss a second.
Can I make you a fresh cuppa or something?
I'm not changing my mind if that's what you're after.
So you keep saying.
Not stopped everybody banging on though, has it?
You coming in?
I'm gonna finish this.
Morning.
Get away from me.
Don't worry, I've no intention of going anywhere near you. Ever again. Not you, and not that little brat you spent the last 9 months conning me about.
If you get lost now, I'm shouting at Val and Eric.
Oh, how scary is that? Listen, I gave you some money. You meant to sort it out.
But I didn't. And now everybody knows. So what are you going to do about it, eh?
Well, I'm going to make sure that our Debbie doesn't get the version where you're portrayed as some innocent little victim instead of the lying little tramp that you are.
What, because I didn't kill your kid like you said I should?
Debbie finds out from me in my own time. Otherwise, won't be just that baby in the hospital.
Oh, back to threatening girls now. You're such a big man.
What the hell's going on here? You! Clear off before I phone the police.
Calm down, just having a little chat with my ex.
If it's about taking responsibility for your own child, then it's not before time.
Responsibility? I'm not the one after dumping it on the first lucky couple to stick their hands up.
No, you'd have made sure it was got rid of months ago.
Yeah, which reminds me. Somebody here owes me a lot of money.
You bullied this child to the point where that baby nearly died.
Eric, don't let him get to you.
Yeah, careful, we don't want your ticket giving up, do we?
You are beyond low.
And what about you, eh? How come she couldn't drop it here? Strikes me she's just as scared of you two as she is of me.
I'm phoning the police.
Don't bother. I'm going. Keep that shut.
If I were 20 years younger, 10 even.
Eric!
You're a big girl, Councillor. You always have been.
Come on! Get inside, both of you! Come on!
How could I have gone anywhere near him?
On.
You on your own?
David snips out for a few bits. What's up?
Just thought I'd call in, see how you were doing, eh?
Do you want anything?
You've been crying?
It's nothing.
Come on, you've not been crying about nothing, have you? Is it about your mum?
I saw Cain earlier.
What's he said to you?
Nothing. I just thought, after what Mum did, I don't know, I could kind of block it out.
It's not going to happen for a long time, darling.
And after seeing him all full of himself around the village, like he's...
Do you want to come home? I'll call David, eh?
I can't do that. We shouldn't have to hide, Dad. He's laughing at us. Here's another person to have a go at me.
Let's not have another row, will you?
Morning. Morning. How you all getting on then?
Well, it's been different, put it that way.
So come on then, give us some baby news.
I'm letting him go for adoption.
Oh. When did you all decide this then?
Not all of us.
It's what I want.
Right, well, you know, whatever you decide, you do what's best for you.
She doesn't need encouraging.
No one needs to tell me how hard it is to let your kid go. Whatever you do, just do what's best for both of you, and that's all that matters.
Thought you'd be going to spare, seeing as you saved his life.
I want that kid to grow up to be the happiest kid that's ever been born. I want you both to be. And if letting him go means that that can happen, then...
Well, nothing's set in stone, not yet.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Well, that's all I wanted to say, you know.
Hazel. It's Cain Dingle's baby.
There is still one matter we haven't discussed.
Cain gave you money to pay for an abortion.
And you want to know what I did with it?
Well, we were wondering.
It's round your neck. Makes up for the one I pinched there.
What they say at work?
Not a problem. Especially once I volunteered for a cake run.
Oh. Did you phone the hospital?
We'd better just go in. We're slightly less likely to get knocked back if we're stood there.
Oh, Debbie, we might be a bit late for Sarah's play, you know.
All right, why, where are you going?
Is everything all right?
Yeah, I was just going to walk up and see you, psych myself up for the big theatrical event.
Not seen your dad then since I took the kids to school?
Oh, I don't know what's up with him this morning. Garage still wasn't open when I went past. Am I missing somewhere here?
We'll call round in a bit, eh?
Why? Has there been more trouble?
She's going to find out either way.
Why do I get the sense this isn't good?
This baby of Amy's, love.
Yeah, what about it?
Your dad's the father. Cain must have been on at Amy that much that she couldn't say out to anyone. She was too frightened.
Well, we're not going to stand around and let that baby be farmed out to total strangers.
Which is what Amy wants.
And your dad obviously couldn't care less about.
I don't believe this.
Well, it's true. That baby is your brother. And your father couldn't be mithered to even mention it to you.
We all skiving then. Debs, you all right? What's up with your face?
Nothing, I'm fine.
No, you're not. What's going on?
The father of Amy's baby.
I already know.
You what?
Well, once I found out it was Amy's, it didn't take a genius to figure out.
Hold on, I don't get it.
Well, I knew that he'd paid for it to have an abortion. I just didn't know that she hadn't gone through with it.
And you said nothing? What is it with you two and your pathetic little secrets?
I didn't think there was any point in telling you because I knew how upset you'd be. And I wasn't wrong, was I? And with Sarah the way she is at the moment...
You knew and you said nothing?
Amy were that scared of him, she let it come to this. They both could have died.
Probably would have suited Cain down to the ground, wouldn't it?
And you said nothing.
Oh, I'm sure we all could have said a lot of things a lot sooner, Uncle Zak.
Yeah, but you didn't. Again. You never do you?
I'll tell you something. You have no idea what I've been putting up with.
Oh, what? So it's all about you now, is it?
A lot of it is, yes, but not this, Debbie. I swear to you, I had no idea she didn't have the abortion.
Well, it wouldn't have come to this if you'd have told us.
No, Zak, it wouldn't have made the slightest bit of difference, would it? I know this is the worst of it, I know that, but he's even trying to wreck Jay's parents' lives. He's robbed the house, he's poisoned the car, never mind what he's trying to do to me and Jay. And do you know why? Because he has finally lost the plot. And he's not going to rest, Debs, all right? He's not going to rest until he's wrecked every single life that he thinks is better than the one he's got.
We're going to sit around all day looking like somebody's died.
When you told us you'd taken the jewellery, why didn't you say something then?
Not really connected, other flogging a necklace and having an abortion.
The money was. Didn't you realise then there was nothing we wouldn't do to back you up on?
Including having Cain Dingle's baby.
Including that?
Especially that.
I don't know, the jewellery thing was scary enough.
Cain said you were as frightened of us as you were of him.
I never said that.
Maybe you didn't need to.
I don't know, maybe I've never had anybody I've been scared of letting down before.
Oh, Amy, come here, man.
I was sure you'd throw us out.
He told you that, did he?
It's just what I thought, so I told him, yeah. He didn't exactly argue.
I said we would never do that.
Except you have done before now.
If we'd known.
But you didn't.
You should have told us. You on your own?
I sometimes think I'd be better off, yeah.
Sorry I asked.
Do you ever wish you could just disappear and never come back?
Every day. Probably for the same reasons as you. White?
Large.
Have you seen Hannah?
Is she all right?
She will be if your boyfriend stays away from her.
What's he done now?
You can tell him as well. If he opens his mouth to any of my kids again, I'll put him in traction.
You could try telling him yourself.
Don't worry.
Well, he's not going to have a go at the kids, surely.
I hear congratulations are in order, Daddy. Do you mind if I ask you something?
Well, I'm here, aren't I?
You used to be really good with Jackson.
Is that a question?
So what happened to you?
Hazel Jackson's gone. What do you care?
You're still good with Aaron.
Is there some kind of point to this?
That baby of yours nearly died in my arms.
I didn't even know she was having it.
I thought you had some feelings. Obviously, I was wrong.
Yeah, well... maybe I'm just not perfect after all.
And you're not happy either.
Oh, and you'd know, would you?
I'm an expert, darling.
Can I help?
You speak to any of my kids again about anything.
And what? What are you going to do, John?
Well, we won't be standing here discussing it, I'll tell you that much.
I'll talk.
Really? We'll see about that, won't we?
missed everything. How did she cover it up? Literally.
How did she cover up what was going on in here?
By making us think about other things, I suppose.
The beds are all made. The washing's in and we need some more of that freshener thing for the dryer.
Like nothing's changed.
Everything's changed. I'll nip out in a bit.
Where's Amy?
We're busy, if you don't mind.
You can't come charging in here.
Is it my dad's? Is it my dad's baby?
It's my baby. But your dad's a father.
So nobody's told you anything?
Not till today.
She just wants to get on with her life.
You don't have to tell me, Val. I've been there. I'm judging nobody. All right? I know he bullied you into keeping it quiet.
We're dealing with it.
I'm really sorry.
Me too.
There's only one person round here who should be sorry. And he's the one getting away with it.
Your husband's getting brave all of a sudden.
You leave my kids alone.
Well, try and be nice.
You've already had a go at ruining my life. Don't think I won't even things up.
Caught a glimpse of the little mite through the glass.
Aye.
He had old tubes coming out of him.
No family there. Won't even let the grandparents in.
Well, we'll just have to keep on at that, Amy. No matter what Val and Eric say.
Hiya. Thought you were going to meet me off the bus.
Sorry, love, we just got talking.
About stuff we should have known a while back. If we'd have been told properly and not lied to.
Give it a rest, Zak, love, would you?
Can we go home now?
Aye.
Look out, son, love.
You all right?
Mummy! Yeah, not now, sweetheart. Can you take her over to Andy's for an hour, please?
Now.
Yes.
Right, come on, you. Let's go and see your mate Jakey.
I want to do my play.
Yeah, well, Daddy and Alicia haven't seen it yet, so...
To go pick a job in time. Hey, I am really...
Not your day, is it, mate?
I was really good, wasn't I, Mummy?
You were brilliant, sweetheart. Right, come on.
Right, come on, you.
No rush.
Back in a couple of minutes.
See you, sweetheart.
So when were you going to tell me? Ever?
It was a mistake.
No, he. He was a mistake.
Communication.
Sorry?
The one thing we shied away from. Could we possibly have let her down any more than we have?
The benefit of hindsight.
You think?
No. But it's better than us not seeing anything because we didn't want to see anything. Dancing around all the difficult stuff like it's not there.
How not to be a parent, eh?
I've always been rubbish at it.
And Amy's far too young for it.
We've got 6 weeks to convince her that she's better off here with us, with the baby. And that nutcase down the road isn't going to be looming over her for the rest of her life.
There is such a thing as a restraining order, if it comes to that.
He doesn't need a restraining order. He needs a cage.
We are convinced this is the right way to go. I mean...
Her keeping the baby? Listen, by the time that child is up and out the hospital, Amy will know there's only one place for him, and that's here with us. And Cain Dingle isn't going to get in the way of that, whatever he thinks.
I think it's a bit late to be apologising.
What else am I supposed to do? I can't change anything, can I?
Did you actually think I'd never find out what you've been doing to Jay's family?
Since when did you care about them?
Since when did you? Since Mum started going out with him. What is wrong with you, Dad?
I never meant any of this to come back on you and Sarah. If I'd have thought...
Yeah, well, that's it. You don't think. You never think.
Listen, whatever your mum has told you about Jay's lot, she's lying. You know what she's like?
Well, you're both as bad as each other.
Yeah, all right, whatever. So could have had things better, so what?
So what? Right. That's it. Get out. I want you to leave.
Get out where? What are you on about? I live here.
I mean it.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, Debbie, all right!
Hey!
All right!
Hey! What's going on?
He is going!
I'm going nowhere.
Right, if she's asked you to get out...
Nobody's talking to
You
me.
get away from him! You get away from all of us! You wonder why I don't want Sarah anywhere near you. You've gone too far this time. Get out.
I said I'm going nowhere.
Right. Come on.
What? Where?
Andy's anywhere.
Bye.
I'll tell you one thing that is finished. You and me. You're sick.
Sometimes you just think, what did I do wrong? How come they got the perfect child? And that does make you feel like such a nasty person.
It's a new series tonight. The first of 2 parts begins at 9. That's My Child's Not Perfect. The wonderful wilds of the Lake District is where we're off to next for the Adventurer's Guide to Britain.